All right. How's it going, everyone? My name is Brendan, and this is a post-mission report log for the Hacking the Matrix and the free hugs that I literally just got back from. And that's why I'm doing this now, is because much like in the same way if I were waking up from a dream, the memories are still fresh. I still want to be able to share them with you to be able to help relay the experience, because I wasn't filming in this case, but we're always documenting. We're always documenting with our eyes and with our heart as well. And that was the important thing, was for me to be in the moment and to be able to accomplish what it was that I set out to do. So for those of you who aren't familiar, what I was doing tonight, as I posted on Instagram earlier, is that I was going out and I was giving out free hugs downtown London, Ontario, Canada, at the corner of Richmond and Central, a specific location that I picked out, and I'll explain more why later. And I was giving out these buttons, buttons like this. So this has got some really cool symbolic interpretations related to it. More or less, it's just this in a different form. So, you know, something along those lines. The yin, the yang, the duality, the esoteric knowledge rising back up to the surface. In particular, things like this. You know, you get the flower of life, and you put that on a button, and you put a website on the side of the button, and it becomes a tool. It becomes a way to be able to help connect people. The media that we have today creates this opportunity. When I gave people hugs, they would ask me, and be like, why are you doing this? What are you doing? The objective behind doing this is to be able to help, give out hugs, to be able to help connect people in a very moment of the now way, and also to be able to help invite them to a paradigm shift community meetup group. Let me just grab one of my pamphlets. One sec. See, this is the other big part of it. And this is why I'm explaining this video, because I have been doing this for years, and it's a tactic that works so effectively that I want to be able to help relay it to you so that you can do it too. These here, when I give people a hug, this is exactly what happens. And there's videos that I posted up on paradigmshiftcentral.com, the website on the buttons, that explains this. So people come up, they give me a hug. I'm standing there on a street corner, and they may or may not be drunk. It's regardless, but it creates an opportunity of me being there late at night, reaching the demographic of people who are the university student age. And I'm standing there and I'm smiling, and I'll make eye contact when there's eye contact. And I say to them, well, I don't even have to say anything. And they'll come up to me and they'll make eye contact and be like, yeah, whether it's a person who is, they don't even really know. They're just drawn to it naturally. And those are the type of people who are going to be more receptive to the fact that what this actually is. And it's a hug, but it's a hug 2.0. That's one of the best ways I can describe it. To just give a hug and to just be like, cool, have an awesome night and never see you again, potentially. That's cool. That can happen. But my style, going back to the idea of hacking the matrix, to be a hacker, you want to utilize opportunities. So what we do is I'll give them a hug. When I say we, because it could be anybody, it could be you. We give them a hug, and then I pull out my folder. And normally this would be filled up with buttons. And I say to them, congratulations, you passed the test. Now choose an awesome button that's on here. And seriously, there's so many awesome buttons. I just gave them all away tonight. So all sorts of buttons with, psychedelic imagery, things related to esoteric knowledge, things that can spark discussion. So they'll say oh, I really want that one, and then boom, I pop it off. Hold on to this. You can keep this. And they're like, what's this about? There's a website on the side of it. You can check it out. I'm a filmmaker, is sometimes what I'll say. I'll say multiple things. I'll say, I'm doing it to spread the love. This project is all about spreading the love. And I also tell them, hold on to this too. This is also an invitation to a open-minded discussion and meditation circle that we do every Friday at the Downtown Yoga Studio. So again, for those in London, Downtown Yoga Studio right across from Central Library on the 3rd floor. And it's all ages, and it's through our Paradigm Shift London community. So this is hooking people up with an actual physical community of tangible people that began as a college, began in my college a few years ago, 4 or 5 years ago, as a single club. And since then it has evolved. And since then it has brought endless amounts of people together in a very real, life-changing way. So that's why I do this, because again, this is me answering my own question of how can I change the world? the effectiveness of these buttons and of these tactics go hand in hand with the work that has gone into the website, with the ongoing hours and dedication put into creating the radio show, to put into creating the community videos, the movies, and to be able to help create a space where we can take part in having conscious and shifting discussion that anyone can get involved with. So that is why these tactics, these codes that we can inject into the matrix, like this is like, seriously, like how effective this is like dropping down the console menu and just like, you know, like /forward, no clip, like weave your way through the matrix, spawn in like whatever it is that you want. And in this case, yeah, it's spawning in an opportunity for people to connect. So some of the reactions that I got tonight, like I said, I met a lot of awesome people. I met a lot of awesome people. We didn't get to chat too much. There were several times where people would be like, "Oh yeah, you know, what's this about?" And I'd be like, "Oh, it's really cool." You know, like at the meetups, we'll get into all sorts of discussion related to metaphysics, related to quantum physics, related to mindfulness, related to Eastern spirituality. And then I'll say to them, I'll say like, you know, I'm really interested in the topic of dream exploration and lucid dreaming as well. And they're like, "Oh yeah, cool. You know, like me too. Like I've actually been looking at all sorts of stuff up on that." So that's where the people, again, the people who give the free hugs, the way how this is designed, like it works so well. I pick a corner that I can just stand on, that people will be coming and going without me having to have to move. I don't have to move. If I stand there, I have learned through my own experience that the universe will bring people to me. As long as I can find a good place to stand in, the universe will be able to be like, "Oh, cool. Like Brendan's standing on a street corner with free hugs. Let's like steer people in that direction." You know, sort of like this omnipotent thing that is helping guide people beyond the present moment, beyond the moment of the now. It's very, you know, very metaphysical and stuff like that. But the synchronistic nature of it will bring people into the situation where they get to give me a free hug, and then they get to get invited to a paradigm shift discussion group. And what happens beyond there is an open door of potential. Through there, they get to hang out with people of like-minded thought process, and they get to create new relationships. They get to find new friends. They actually get to take part in something that can become a very meaningful aspect of their experience. Several people who I talked to tonight, you know, they literally said, they're like, "This is exactly what I was looking for. Like, thank you. Like, I will be there. Like, I am so there. Thank you so much." Like that is a common response. And again, like the people who give you the hugs are going to be the people who are already more open to this type of outside the box mentality. But again, like what it's just giving someone a hug. It shouldn't be that difficult. But the illusion, the sickness of our culture gives us the idea of just like either just like blocking it out, making it invisible. Some people literally don't even see me. Like I'm literally like invisible to some people. And to just be able to creates an opportunity where people get to question, why am I hesitant to give someone a hug? And maybe that's what they will give a hug, or next time they see me, they'll give me a hug. And the people who are there, who meet you halfway, it's wonderful. It's wonderful. Like there are people who are so loving and so caring everywhere. Doing this as a tactic is one way to help bring that opportunity where you get to connect with them and you get to build community with them. So again, like if you want to do this where you are too, there's a couple steps in the process involved with creating a physical paradigm shift community. I mean, you can bounce your way around this however you want, but the most effective way is to literally replicate the tactic that I have been demonstrating to you, that I've been practicing for numerous years, that has proven to be incredibly effective and accelerates the shift in consciousness. If you want, okay, as an example, say you want to find 30 people in your community who are into paradigm shifty stuff. How do you do that? I mean, yes, that you can get creative with ways, and this is one of them. This is a super effective way. So what it takes from you, it takes a little bit of courage to go out there and to stand in one spot, or if you feel you want to move around, you can move around, whatever works for you. But again, the tactic of staying in one spot near an intersection late at night in a bar scene, very effective. You just got to be, have a good vibe to yourself, be confident, do it in whatever scenario makes you feel right. But in a lot of times, like, it's like it's like jumping out of a plane for me, and for you too. It is. It's this idea of just like, all right, here we go, universe, let's go. And tonight, like, it was in sync for me from the get-go. I set out at 11:11 and I ended synchronistically at 12:11. It's like literally an hour. And within that time, like I said, like this folder was filled with shift buttons. And again, so, you know, like, you take the folder, fill it up with buttons, hold it behind your sign, and then you stand there and you just like do your best to look friendly. And even if people don't give you a free hug, you can still talk to them. You'd be like free smile. And they'll be like, oh, I like it. And then, you know, it's still something, right? And even still, like, anyone who sees you, it's whether they remember it or not, it's still being, you know, it's still being recorded in their conscious and your subconscious, and be like, oh yeah, you know, there's people out there. So again, you give someone a hug, then you say, congratulations, you passed the test. Here, choose a free button. And it's funny, the only button that's left, and just only because I left early, but or at least with that one left, is the Paradigm Shift Sigil. And again, that's what the Paradigm Shift Sigil looks like. And the Paradigm Shift Sigil is a summary of what this project is about, what this intention is about. Just as a side information, those of you who are curious, those of you who see this in a lot of the stuff that I post related to the radio show and related to the website, like, that is like a modern day esoteric symbol that I designed. It came to me. I mean, I sort of morphed it and stuff. It evolved over time. But what does it mean to you? You know, like, in a lot of ways, I think it means like focus and concentration and intention and community and courage. And so be courageous, go out there. And again, so the tactics involved with replicating this format where you are, for those of you who are watching this video, you're watching it for a reason. For whatever reason it is for you, ultimately, I hope it's the reason for you to be inspired, because that is why I do this. It's because I'm like, hey, I've found something that works. Like, this works. Like, I've been making videos on the internet, and we've been making videos on the internet, and anyone's welcome to submit their own videos to the website. And it's creating an archive of the documented shift in consciousness, and people are getting access to information that they were never taught in schools. Yet ultimately, it's related back to the idea of self-empowerment and awareness and conscious awareness, and it's becoming more and more accessible. So what you need to do if you want to replicate this is, you can get shift buttons at any point. You can order them through the main website. I'll include a link in this video, but again, paradigmshiftcentral.com/buttons. You can check that out, order them, or send me a direct message, whatever works. You sending me that, you submitting to order the buttons and everything like that, helps support the entire project, helps support me being able to give out a bunch of buttons and stuff tonight. Some people did, like, sometimes when it's appropriate, you can ask for change donation, and that's cool, because I need back. I just don't want to get too far ahead of myself, but I'll get back into the specifics of the tactics as to what it helps, how it helps to be able to ask for donations when doing shift buttons, because it helps you invest into more shift buttons, and you can actually make a living off doing free hugs and shift buttons if it's done in a way where you're actually like getting donations back. It's a little bit tricky, but it's possible. But in addition to the shift buttons, you also want to be able to create the foundations for a physical paradigm shift community. And what does this mean? It means creating a space, finding a location to be able to host regular, consistent meetings where you come out and you can facilitate, you can be that community leader. Yes, you can. And to be able to help invite people to take place in these open-minded discussion meditation circles. And they're free-flowing. They're different every time. The people bring their own energy to it. Go into it. Help them co-create it as well. And allow yourself to connect, allow yourself to be able to create that space, and allow yourself to grow as an individual and as a leader within your community. So you do that, and then you make a pamphlet, and the information for the pamphlet, it's through the main website. It's under the admin tools, or send me a direct message, but I can help you with the Photoshop. So you give them one of these bad boys, and, you know, it links them up to the radio show too, which is awesome. But it links them up to your invitation. So I could say, you know, like, downtown at the library every other Saturday, come meet out and hang out with awesome people. So you do that, and then the rest of it just falls into place. Once you have your meetings up, if you keep consistent with them, it will happen. And then if you're doing free hugs in the meantime, you'll meet people. You can build a paradigm shift community in a day. Like, you can create the foundations for it in a day. All those people who I gave a button to, they have the potential to come out. They have the potential to listen to the radio show. They have the potential to be a part of something very awesome. Very, very unique. And I'm glad that I'm glad that other people are feeling called to be able to replicate this, because this idea, like, yes, I've been able to tap into it, but it's ours. It's our idea. It's consciousness's idea. If it wasn't, it's a good idea, therefore let's replicate it. It's effective, therefore let's replicate it. We're existing in a system where isolation and separation is the norm. Let's change cultural habits. Let's go out. Let's strap on and just jump out of the plane and give out free hugs and give out shift buttons and build paradigm shift communities where we are. And to be able to meet people and to build friends, to build the tribe. That's really what this is about. This is about building the tribe. This is about soul family coming together. And those who you were meant to cross paths with doing free hugs, you will cross paths with them. Know that, and let that be your confidence, and let that be your bravery, is that when you set out to do this, you will accomplish it. Yes, it takes a little patience. Sometimes you might be standing on the street corner and it might go 10 minutes without a hug, but check in with yourself. Stay confident. Check in with how you're standing. Maybe your posture, maybe the energy you're putting out is actually affecting it. So be as confident and as calm and just be like loving. And through that, the sign plus a smile, it brings people in. And within, like I said, within the course of an hour, I connected with over 30 people and had conversations. And again, like, there were people who had conversations. They're just like, straight up, like, this one girl, I had a conversation with her. She's like, yeah, you know, like, I totally know about the chakras and everything like that. And my chakras are aligned and stuff like that. You know, she's going off and everything. It's funny when like drunk people start talking about chakras, right? So it's a wonderful opportunity to bring people together who share a similar vibration, whatever that means to you. It's effective. It's effective. And doing this tonight reminds me of the fact that I can do this more often. And it's fun. And it's a great way to meet people. So you can do it too. You can do it too. So like I said, if you want to be able to get involved, check out paradigmshiftcentral.com. Listen to the radio show. You can find out more about how to start up a paradigm shift community. There's links all through the website. And order your shift buttons online. Get some wicked ones. And if you want to be an admin, you can be an admin for a community. If you tell me that you're an admin when you're ordering your buttons, I'll put in extra buttons for you to help as like a little extra incentive to be able to encourage you and to be able to help assist you. Each one of these buttons, like, literally it changes lives. You know, like, again, people get the button, they wear it, they go to the website, they watch a video about lucid dreaming. You know, whoa. So multidimensional reality, right? Like, that for me is the kicker. Once people start getting their multidimensional reality remembrance, their perception of reality really opens up, and it opens up to new ideas, and it also brings them back into the heart as a natural process. So that's what we're doing, you know, returning back to the heart space and doing it in a very sleek, stylish, techno efficient way. Social alchemy, that is what this is. Rebirth from within, changing the system from within, changing ourselves from within. So straight up superhero stuff. These buttons give you superpowers. Free hugs give you superpowers. That is what we can do. What happens when 100 of us are doing this in 100 locations across the world? What happens when even more of us are doing it? So when the time is right for you, go out there and order some shift buttons, and you'll have fun. You will have fun. It's a fun thing to do. It's like, it's very cool, because you're stepping into the unknown, and stepping into the unknown is a very exciting thing when you're receiving it, when you're ready to receive it from that perception. So please support the project. That is the other side of this. So by ordering buttons, you're supporting the project. By donating, you're supporting the project. There's lots of ways. And I, of course, yes, my goal is, through the evolution of the radio show and the movies, Journey to Lucidity 2 is coming out very soon, Tree of Guardians, is that I can continue to invest my time, like, doing stuff like this and unlocking people, unplugging people from the matrix, unlocking them from the illusions that they are in, to be able to help plant seeds and literally change the world. It's a social experiment, and your help helps amplify it. So if you want me to do free hugs and shift buttons as like a living, quote unquote, you're totally welcome to. And again, if you're listening to this and you're a fan of the radio show, this is something I'm working on manifesting. I've been saying it for a while. If every person who listened to the radio show donated $1, that would be very potent. A lot would come out of that. And a lot of that would also be going back into the community. Free shift buttons if you listen to the radio show. That's another opportunity. So listen to Paradigm Shift Radio on Sundays. You can check that out. I'll wrap up this video. I mean, I don't even know how long I've been talking, but I gotta get to sleep. But again, I wanted to be able to share this with you while this was still fresh, like straight off the street. You know, I just got home not too long ago. So you can do it. You can go out there. You can give people the buttons. You can tell them to check out all the awesome stuff on the website, the Journey to Lucidity movie. Let them experience that. Let them have these like tingling sensations up the spine. Let them know that they're part of an awesome community. And for the people watching this, like, you are the change. You are me. I am you. I'm literally you, talking to you, reminding you of what you can do, because I've done it too. And if it can happen here, it can happen anywhere. So let's start simple. Build the tribe. Changing the world is a patient process. If we bring people together, then we bring ideas together. When we bring ideas together, we bring together inspiration. We bring together support. We bring together more mirrors to accelerate our collective growth. Very magical. Very magical. So we'll wrap it up with that. Social alchemy, hacking the matrix, free hugs. It's for all the shifters out there, for all the paradigm shifters out there. I salute you. Let's do this. So it's like, you guys can probably hear the song. This song was in my head when I was giving out free hugs tonight. So I'll wrap it up, guys. You know where to find me. Send me a message at any point. We are friends. Let's connect. Let's stay in touch. Let's work together as a global team. Everyone has a role to play in this. Let's all get out there. Let's hack the matrix with love. And that's how we change the world. So I don't know if you can hear the music right now. Anyways. All right. Until next time. Just listen to the song. 30 Seconds to Mars, Kings and Queens. For those, go listen to it. Go YouTube it. All right. Song's coming into an end, as is this video. Remember to write down your dreams. Stay vigilant. Stay focused. And stay love. So there we go. All right, you guys. This is Brendan, Skull Babylon, Rebirth from Within. I'll see you again in the future. One love. Peace.